Hi, in this video, which is continuation with the previous video, we will learn about what are the different evaluation procedures that we can follow for the students. So in last video, we have discussed about different platforms and tools available for making the video and for delivering the content. And we have explored mainly about one open source software, which is Genomio of Moodles. So in this genomio.com, I have already shown the options under the dashboard. We can just look into it. We have already discussed in this Genomio how to add the course under category. That means how to create the first of all category and then course, and then how to add the users of your class and where to see the grades. That also I have shown already. Now in this video we will see how to supply the content for the students, like if you want to supply any materials, or if you want to give any links, or if you want to create a chat box to take the feedback on your subject, or if you want to give some assignments or objective type of questions. All these things, how we can work out in this Moodle genomio.com, we will see now. So under dashboard, first of all, I am taking ECE1 category. The categories are there, and under the category, I can simply click on my course. Now this is the course, and click on the participants. Participants list will be displayed, which already we have shown. Okay, participants list will be displayed. Now under this subject, first option, if you see, announcements is there. You can, if you want, you can edit this one. Okay, like announcements to students like this, and press enter. It will be saved automatically. That means if you want to add any announcements, you can add in this section. Okay, so for announcements, you can use this particular section, add an activity or resource. Okay, you can click on that. If you suppose if there is a circular, you can click on that some file. Okay, or you can click on okay, some file. Yeah, file option is there. You can add that one. Or if you want, the file may be okay, either PDF or Word file or whatever it may be. It will accept all types of files. Okay, almost. And suppose if you want to create some chat box, that means the students can share the feedback, where the students can share the feedback here itself in under the announcement section. So then you can click on add an activity or resource. Okay, and click on the chat box. Click on the chat box. Now the option is name of the chat room. Okay, so I am giving the name as discussion and feedback. Discussion and feedback on switching theory and logic design. Okay. Here I would like to give the description in this way. The students are encouraged to share their views on the concepts related to switching theory and logic design. So I can write what is the purpose. Actually here the description is nothing but what is the purpose of creating this chat room. So thus that particular single point you can give. As I told you in the section previously, this description can be supplied through some image, or you can supply through some audio file, or it can be supplied through some video file also. Okay, and it can be, you can click on this one which will shows the HTML option, and through HTML option also you can supply the description in this box. And chat sessions time, you can restrict the time from which time to which time. Okay, it is available. Chat has to be, okay, available like that. Okay, and those chart need to be published session times, so you can select. Okay, and what about the previous charts, how many days it has to store in the software, those things you can select. And these charts, okay, everyone can view or not, that option also you can select. Okay, suppose I can, if I select yes, then whoever the person enter into this particular STLD course, they can view all the charts, okay, done by all the remaining students. Okay, so those things are available. And suppose there is an option called as restricted access. If you click on this add restriction, there is a date restriction and grade restriction. Okay, so you can click on date restriction from, suppose from 18:00 hours. Okay, and add restriction until 18th or until 18th December 00 hours. Okay, this chat box is available for the students. So this chat box from what time to what time it need to be available for the students, that we can set it here, and we can simply click on save and return to course. Now it is very clearly visible here under the announcements, discussion and feedback on your subject STLD, and it is restricted from, okay, it is available after the 18th July and it is available till 17th December 2020, like this. So an example I have shown here, we can create a chat box under the announcement section. Similarly, now let us see how to supply some materials for the students. Suppose you can click on this one. Okay, topic 1. Okay, suppose the topic name is sequential circuits. The topic name is sequential circuits. I want to supply some information regarding to sequential circuits, like some e-content materials. I want to give the link. Then how you can do it? Click on simply add an activity or resource. And now click on URL. There is an option called as URL. Click on the URL. Now it will ask for the details of the URL, what you are supplying. What is adding a new URL to the sequential circuits? What is the URL name? What is the name of the URL? Suppose basics of sequential circuits. This URL link you can supply here, which is called as external URL. Suppose the URL link I have already taken, and which is, okay, here. Suppose okay, electronics under, suppose this is a electronics, okay, hub. In under this sequential circuits basics are there. I would like to give this URL to the students and ask them to go through it before coming to the class. Suppose here introduction, what is a combinational circuit, what is the difference between combinational and sequential circuits, examples of it, and what are the differences between those two, and clock signals information for these two, and classification of the sequential circuits. All these things, basics information is available for the sequential circuits. So I can directly copy this link now, and I can paste the link. I can paste the link in the external URL, okay, in the external URL, and I can give the description here for the students, okay. What is the purpose of going through this particular link? What is the knowledge they are going to gain? I can give simply the students will understand the difference between the combinational and sequential circuits Okay, so this is the purpose. If that is a purpose, when the students will go through this particular link, then they will understand this. Okay, appearance, automatic. You can, so many more options will be, okay, you can select all those things based on your requirement. You can give the restriction also, okay. Suppose date restriction I want to give, it will start from 18th July and it will end. That means the link is available to access, okay, till 18th December. Okay, some more options, you can check it out and save and return. Now you can see under the topic 1, sequential circuits, basics of the sequential circuits is available, and this basics of the sequential circuits is available after 18th July 2020 till 17th December 2020. And if we click on this, if the student click on this one, then automatically this particular link will appears and that will drives to the particular web page where he can learn about the basics of that particular topic, whatever you have supplied. Now, under topic 2, for some more example, under topic 2, sequential circuit quiz examination 1 I want to conduct. Okay, since already I have completed the sequential circuit topic and I have supplied some material to the students, I want to conduct some simple quiz examination for the students. So sequential circuit quiz 1, okay, how to add the quiz questions and how to conduct the quiz examination for the students, where to see those answers, all those things we can see. So once again, click on this under this quiz examination, click on this add an activity or resource. What do you want to add? Quiz examination. So go and click on quiz. What is the name of the quiz? Means, what is the meaning of this one? Quiz name means quiz on basics of sequential circuits. So if this is the quiz name, or I can, of course, you can give simply 1, 2 like that, and some numbers also. Why? Because that quiz number, it can take it as a quiz number, or you can give some name. Okay. So description, if you want to give some description, what is the purpose of conducting this quiz, you can give your own words. Timing, from which time to which time the quiz is available. You have to click on enable, and suppose you want to switch on the quiz from 18th July 2020, okay, from 15:09 to 15:39 for a period of 30 minutes. Okay, enable the time limit for 30 minutes. When time expires, open attempts are submitted automatically. There is a grace period if you want to select that option for the students. If you want to give them an option, you can select like that. Okay, and go for the grade. What is the grade to pass? Suppose if you are conducting 10 questions, if he is answering 5 questions correctly, okay, and they will get 5 marks. Is it the 50% is the pass, or 60% is the pass, or 40% is the pass? You can select in your own proper way for each and every examination separately. I want to give grade to pass in this quiz is 4 marks he has to secure out of 10. Okay, so attempts allowed, how many attempts? Okay, only single attempt he can go for, single attempt, not multiple attempts. Layout and question behavior, all these many options are the restricted access. Okay, here you can restrict the date, from which time to which time the quiz is available. Already timing we have given. Okay, and I can click on save and return course. So now the quiz is available from 18th July. It is displayed. But the question is, under this quiz, how to add the questions? How to add the questions? So go inside of this particular course of your quiz and click on the option here, click on the option question bank. There is an option called as question bank. Under question bank, you can click on questions. Now, there is a possibility of adding the questions. See here, create a new question. Click on create a new question. I want to add, suppose like a multiple choice question or true or false. Here, many options are there. True or false, matching type of questions, or short answer questions, or essay type questions. What type of question you want to give? I want to give, suppose, multiple choice question, and click on add. So here you can select category. Which category of the students can take this examination? It is for all the students, those who are under the category of ECE1, or it is only for the course who are taking STLD. Like that you can select, of course. That is our very well-known options. Okay, for STLD you can select. Why? Because this is related to our switching theory and the logic design. Question number 1. Question name. I can give question number 1. What is the question text of the question? Suppose something like I want to give a simple question like this. Suppose I want to give a simple question. Decimal number 10 is equal to binary number. What number? I want to supply this question. You can simply give that question, and what is how many marks you want to allot that question, default mark, and general feedback. If you want to take it from the students, or sorry, you want to give that general feedback, you can give there, and ID number you can give if you want. Here some more options like one or multiple answers. Only one answer you want to accept for the question, or you want to accept the multiple options also. That also you can select. Or you want to give the multiple choice questions in which manner, numbering is in what manner, capital ABC or small ABC or 1, 2, 3, all Roman numbers. Like that you can select. I want to give some small ABC, and so some standard. So all these things, options are available. You can explore about that. Now give choice 1. Okay, choice 1. Okay, 1101. So this is a wrong answer. So none I can give. If you want, you can type here wrong answer. Choice 2. Okay, 1010. So if this is the correct answer, suppose, and this is the 100% marks they will get if they attempt, okay, if they choose the choice 2. Similarly, choice 3, 0010. This is none. I don't want to allot any marks. 1001. Choice 4, and this is also marks are none. Okay, like that I can create a question, okay, and save changes. Now you can see the question is created under this question bank. Now the question is created under this question bank. It is visible. This question what I have supplied is visible. Like that you can add many more questions. Okay, suppose I want to conduct a quiz examination of 10 questions. I can add the 10 questions here and click on those questions and click on move to and click on which subject you want to conduct. Then it will appear there automatically. So I want to conduct it for STLD. So move it to STLD. Okay. Now let us see. Now we have created the questions. How to link these questions to your quiz examination. That is more important here. Okay. How to link that one. So go to the course and go to the place where you have created the quiz. This is the quiz examination, quiz on basics of sequential circuits. Click on this and click on the edit quiz option. Click on the edit quiz option. Okay. And you can, and now you can click on the add here and add the questions from your question bank. Otherwise, you can add the questions directly here itself also, no problem. So since I have already created a question in the question bank, I can click on question bank. Now the question will be displayed from STLD. Whatever the questions are there, you can see though all the decimal number 10 is equal to binary number. Okay, so I have clicked on that particular question, add selected question to the quiz. So click on this option. Now that question is added here. Now click on save. Now click on save. So now this quiz on switching sequential circuits, quiz number 1 is ready to go with one question. Similarly, you can add the many more questions, 10 questions or 20 questions, whatever you want, and you have to, okay, alert the grade for 20 marks or 30 marks, whatever you have to give it to the students based on your requirements. Now go back to the course and we will see some more options how to supply the material. So clicked on topic 3 and I have given the topic 3 name as materials. So in this section, I want to clearly add all the materials related to my switching theory and logic design. Suppose that is my target. Suppose I want to supply a PDF material there. Then you can click on, okay, file, add an activity, go to file. What is the file name you are supplying? The file name, suppose that file name is question bank. If you want, you can give the description here. This file contains all the questions for total course as per Bloom's taxonomy. As per Bloom's taxonomy. I have given the description there, and those files you can directly drag and drop here. Those files you can directly drag and drop here. Suppose academic year 2021, switching theory and logic design question bank is here. This question bank, I can drop it here. Now this question bank is available for the students, and you can give some appearances types or restricted access. You can give the option like, okay, from what time to what time this question bank can be accessed by the students. All those things you can specify. You can click on save and return to course. Now you can see here under materials, question bank is visible in the Word format for the students. So if the students directly click on that, then this question bank he can access directly like this. Now under topic 4, let us try how to conduct a simple assignment for the students in the descriptive manner. Assignment on sequential circuits, I have given the name like this. Now click on add an activity or resource. Click on assignment. Okay, click on assignment and give assignment name. You have to mention the assignment name. Assignment on sequential circuits basics. And description, if you want, you can give. Now this particular assignment questions can be typed here in the description. Otherwise, you can give in the file format also, in the PDF file or Word file. Just now we have added, no? In the same manner, you can add here. Suppose there is suppose some other file we will select. Suppose Kmaps PDF is there. I have supplied here. Now this assignment is available for the students from what time to what time. That can be selected from here. Of course, you can give the options like allow the submissions from what time they can submit the assignments, from what date. Suppose 19th 00 hours, they can start submit, and the due date is 25th July 00 hours. Okay, and we can put a reminder also here to grade those assignments. We can give the option like remind me on the next day on 26th, okay, by some 9 hours morning, okay, so that it will be comfortable for us to grade the students, those who are all submitted. And what is the type of the files they can upload, okay, that also we can select, and how many number of files it is allowed for a student, that we can select, or what is the size of the file that we can select. All these things are possible. Accepted file types, see here, accepted file types, choose this one. Okay, many types are there, .doc or big formats or whatever many files are there. So I want to accept all the files. Suppose I want to accept all the files, then click on all file types and save changes. Okay, and feedback types. If you want to take the student's feedback on this particular assignment, you can, okay, go for this feedback like this. And grade, how many grades you want to give for this assignment. I would like to give 10 marks for this assignment. Then you can give the 10 maximum as maximum grade. And how many marks are required to get pass. I want to give 5 marks are needed out of 10. And restricted access. Okay, here let us explore about one more option called as restriction with respect to grade. I want to restrict the student that in the previously conducted quiz examination, out of 10, if he get, I think you might be remember, already I have given some, I think 6 marks I have given for the quiz examination out of 10. So I would like to mention that very clearly. If he get that 6 marks out of 10 in the previous conducted quiz examination, then only he is eligible to take this current assignment descriptive examination. Then I can select this distinction with respect to grade, and I can choose here, okay, it must be greater than, as of now, whatever the exams conducted, he must secure the grade greater than 60%. It is in terms of percentage, so 60%. Then only he is eligible to take this particular assignment examination. That type of restrictions also we can give in this software. Now save and return to course. Yeah, course total. No, quiz on basics of, as of now, whatever the exams conducted, all those examinations together, you want to test the students, or you want to test the student only on some particular examination, you can test it. Suppose since I have conducted already only one quiz, I am selecting this one, quiz on basics of sequential circuits. On the basics of sequential circuits, the student must and should get 60%. Then only he is eligible to take this assignment examination. Now save and return to course. Now it is clear for the student who will log into this. You have to achieve a required score on quiz of basics of sequential circuits. Where is the quiz? Here in this section. So if he has to attempt this, okay, once he gets some certain marks in this quiz examination, then only he is able to take this assignment examination. Okay, like this. Okay, finally, I want to show different options available here. You can supply the assignments, you can supply the books, chat box you can create to take the feedbacks, and you can create, take the help of choice. Okay, or you can take the, see here, survey options are there. Like that, many options. You can supply the URLs, external URLs. You can give some page, okay, information, or you can take some feedbacks. You can simply create a folder for each and every topic. Under that folder, you can supply any number of Word files or PDF files, whatever required for the students. So these are all the options available under the course. So I have explored some of the options what we use in major. Okay. Now the required thing is Suppose say the student has completed the quiz examination and the student has completed the assignment examination. Where to see the marks? Okay, whether the marks will be automatically generated like that, there may be a doubt. So go to the dashboard once again. Okay, suppose I have already existing course under ECE category as signals and systems. Okay, so under the signals and systems course, there are participants available. Click on the participants. Okay, under these participants, you can see many students are there. Now click on grades. Click on grades. You can see that, okay, the quiz, whatever we have conducted, those marks, if they attempt, I'm telling once again, if they attempt, those marks will be displayed here automatically. Why? Because under the quiz creation itself, you have already clearly mentioned which is the correct answer, which is the wrong answer. So those marks will be automatically calculated and will be displayed here itself. And then suppose one more assignment examination I have conducted here. That assignment examination, if they upload, then we will get an option here itself to grade that assignment, and we will get an option called as PDF. Okay. So finally, course total marks will be calculated. So it will be very convenient for the faculty members, okay, to immediately look into this, and you can find out who are all the students are doing better and who are all, okay, are dull in what type of examinations. By applying filters also, you can immediately check. Okay. So this is the way in the Moodle how to work out, how to create the course under the categories, and how to add the users, and how to, okay, conduct the, how to supply the multiple choice questions for the students for the conduction of the assignment, and okay, whatever it may be, how to supply the course materials. All these things we have explored. Okay, so before going to end this session, okay, so a few more things I would like to point out here. Make sure those things are, okay, available before going to the your operations. Suppose this is a course of signals and systems. Whatever you are doing under announcements, make sure this turn editing should be always on. Then only you can edit. If it is off, then you cannot edit. Now it is in on. I want to make it off. So if I click on off, then now I cannot do any modifications in this section. So if I want to do any modifications of assignments or whatever it may be, you have to click on turn editing on. Then only I can do this. Okay. And one more option is there here. Under your profile section, there is an option called as switch role. Switch role. If you click on this, there is an option called as you can switch role to some other. Okay, suppose I have clicked on student. Then if what is advantage of this option is, if you just check this particular option, then automatically it will be visible for us what the student is able to see in our course. Is everything is working proper or not? All those things we can check it. Suppose here the switching theory and logic design, I have already created one. So in this one, I have switched my role to student. Now, when the student enters into their particular login, then how the website will looks like, or how the options will looks like, all these things you can check it when you switch your role to the student. Okay. And once you want to go back to your normal role, you can click on return to my normal role like this. Okay, these are all the options. And one more option which we require frequently is customize this page. What is the use of this? Let me show. Customize this page. If you click on customize this page, you will get an option called as add block. You can add the blocks like for external blocks or internal blocks, whatever required. If you want to add into your course, you can add those things. And you can adjust these blocks position by clicking on this symbol. Okay. So these are all the different things available in the Genomio.com. So we can, the teaching, as a teaching community, we can make use of all these things for supplying the materials or for the conducting of the simple quiz examinations, or even descriptive examinations, they can write it and upload, like assignment examinations, they can write it and upload. Directly we can put the marks here, and it will be shown in the cumulative manner. For the and from that we can understand which students are doing better and which are the dull, all those things. Okay. Thank you.